Richest people in the history. Throughout the annals of time, certain individuals have amassed fortunes so vast that their wealth has transcended generations and left an indelible mark on history. From monarchs and industrialists to tech moguls and magnates, the richest people in history have shaped economies, industries, and societies. 10. John D. Rockefeller, 1839 to 1937. The oil tycoon who shaped modern philanthropy. John D. Rockefeller, a name synonymous with immense wealth and influence, solidified his place in history through his strategic dominance of the oil industry. Born into modest circumstances, Rockefeller's unparalleled business acumen led him to establish Standard Oil, a company that would reshape the energy landscape and lay the foundation for his immense fortune. At the height of its power, Standard Oil controlled an estimated 90% of oil production, refining, and distribution in the United States. Rockefeller's shrewd practices and consolidation efforts gave rise to antitrust concerns, ultimately leading to the company's breakup. Despite the dissolution of Standard Oil, Rockefeller's wealth remained substantial. 9. Henry Ford, 1863 to 1947. The innovator who transformed mobility and manufacturing. Henry Ford, a visionary entrepreneur and inventor, transformed the way people moved and worked by revolutionizing the automobile industry. His most groundbreaking contribution came in the form of the assembly line, a manufacturing process that increased efficiency and lowered costs, allowing Ford to make automobiles affordable to the masses. By perfecting the assembly line technique, Ford significantly reduced the production time and cost of vehicles, culminating in the iconic Model T. This groundbreaking approach to manufacturing not only democratized access to automobiles, but also set the stage for modern industrial practices. 8. Andrew Carnegie, 1835 to 1919. The steel magnate and visionary philanthropist. Andrew Carnegie's rise from impoverished Scottish immigrant to industrial titan is a narrative of ambition, innovation, and strategic foresight. His influence was instrumental in shaping the American steel industry, a sector that would become central to the nation's growth and development. Carnegie's business ventures culminated in the establishment of the Carnegie Steel Company, a firm that harnessed cutting-edge production methods to dominate the steel market. His ability to streamline operations and control costs contributed to his substantial accumulation of wealth, placing him among the richest individuals in history. What sets Carnegie apart is not just his financial success, but his profound commitment to philanthropy. 7. Joseph Stalin, 1878 to 1953. The complex legacy of a Soviet leader. Joseph Stalin's inclusion on this list is marked by his unique position as a political leader rather than a traditional business magnate. As the General Secretary of the Communist Party of the Soviet Union, Stalin wielded immense power over one of the world's most significant geopolitical entities. Stalin's rule, however, was marred by political repression, purges, and policies that led to the suffering and deaths of millions. The extent of his personal wealth is a subject of speculation, as his leadership role meant that the lines between state assets and personal fortune were often blurred. Stalin's influence extended far beyond his accumulation of wealth, as he shaped the course of history through his actions and decisions. 6. Genghis Khan, 1162 to 1227. The conqueror and empire builder. Genghis Khan, the legendary founder and leader of the Mongol Empire, stands as one of history's most iconic conquerors. His military prowess and strategic acumen allowed him to create an empire that spanned across vast territories, from Asia to Europe. Genghis Khan's wealth was closely tied to his conquests, as he seized the riches of the civilizations he subjugated. His military campaigns, which established the largest contiguous empire in history, facilitated the accumulation of enormous wealth through plunder and tribute. However, Genghis Khan's influence is not solely measured in material wealth. His legacy encompasses the cultural, political, and social transformations that his empire triggered. 5. Mansa Musa, 1280 to 1337. The wealthy emperor of Mali. Mansa Musa, the 14th century ruler of the Mali Empire, remains one of history's wealthiest individuals, thanks to the incredible riches of his empire. Musa's vast wealth was primarily derived from the abundance of gold and salt in the region, both of which he controlled and traded on an unprecedented scale. Mansa Musa's legendary pilgrimage to Mecca in 1324 showcased the incredible wealth of his empire to the world. The extravagant display of gold, lavish gifts, and generosity left an indelible impression on the lands he traversed and contributed to his reputation as one of the most opulent rulers in history. Beyond his material wealth, Musa's legacy encompasses the cultural and intellectual flourishing of the Mali Empire under his rule. 4. Akbar I, 1542–1605, the Mughal Emperor of India. Akbar I, one of India's most celebrated emperors, presided over the Mughal Empire during a period of political stability, cultural flourishing, and economic growth. His rule marked a pinnacle of the Mughal dynasty's influence in the Indian subcontinent. Akbar's wealth was deeply intertwined with the prosperity of his empire. The Mughal Empire's control over lucrative trade routes, coupled with Akbar's administrative reforms, facilitated economic growth and wealth accumulation. The empire's position as a center of trade and culture contributed to its substantial riches. Beyond material wealth, Akbar's legacy is characterized by his efforts to foster religious tolerance, cultural diversity, and intellectual exchange. His patronage of the arts, architecture, and education enriched his empire and continues to shape India's cultural heritage. 3. Emperor Shenzong of Song, 1048–1085, the enlightened ruler. Emperor Shenzong of the Song dynasty, known as Zhaoxu, occupies a unique place on this list due to his exceptional contributions to governance, culture, and scholarship during a time of remarkable economic prosperity in China. Shenzong's reign coincided with the flourishing of the Song dynasty's economy and culture. Under his leadership, China experienced a period of relative stability and unprecedented economic growth. The Song dynasty's advancements in agriculture, trade, and manufacturing contributed to the accumulation of wealth and prosperity. Shenzong's legacy extends beyond material riches. He was a proponent of Confucian principles and fostered an environment of intellectual exchange and scholarship. 2. Emperor Augustus, 63 BC 14 AD, the architect of Imperial Rome. Emperor Augustus, the first ruler of the Roman Empire, occupies a prominent position on this list due to his role in establishing the foundations of Imperial Rome and his influence on the course of Western history. Augustus' political savvy, military leadership, and consolidation of power transformed the Roman Republic into an empire. His policies, including territorial expansion and administrative reforms, laid the groundwork for the Pax Romana, a period of relative peace and stability that facilitated economic growth and prosperity throughout the Roman Empire. Augustus' wealth and influence were closely tied to his role as emperor. His control over vast territories, resources, and trade routes contributed to the empire's affluence. His patronage of art, architecture, and infrastructure projects further solidified his legacy as a visionary leader. 1. Mansa Musa I of Mali, 1280–1337, the Golden Emperor. Topping the list of history's wealthiest individuals is Mansa Musa I of Mali, whose unparalleled wealth and influence continued to captivate the imagination of scholars, historians, and storytellers alike. Mansa Musa's immense fortune was derived from the prodigious wealth of the Mali Empire, which boasted vast gold reserves and control over vital trade routes. His legendary pilgrimage to Mecca in 1324, characterized by extravagant displays of gold and largesse, highlighted the empire's opulence to the world. Beyond his material wealth, Mansa Musa's legacy encompasses his contributions to education, culture, and the propagation of Islam. He sponsored the construction of mosques, libraries, and centers of learning, enriching the intellectual and cultural life of his empire. So guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. For more interesting content, give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more awesome content. Have a nice day, and I will see you in the next video.